If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Hello everyone, we do indeed have a game to play. Welcome to week 4 of Chambers of Roleplay Highway of Blood. A 1970s scenario for Call of Cthulhu. This is now week 4 of this crazy game. I am James Chambers and we will be cracking on in a moment, but first don't forget to like and subscribe to the video if you're enjoying any of my content. Also, if you're particularly interested, we are doing a convention on the 19th of December, which is what's 19 minus 5?
14 days.
2 weeks.
14 days. So in
literally 2 weeks today.
In 2 weeks, 2 weeks time, we will be doing
I'd
a
write an
convention.
adventure, hadn't
Yeah, I would. And there's still plenty of spaces for games, for people to sign up to games. So, and it's completely free. So if you want to come along, just sign up and sign up to a game and play and enjoy yourself. The other thing as well is if you want to support the channel as well and you want to buy the Highway of Blood book, if you click the link in my channel, that will take you to drive-through where you can buy a digital copy and get it for and when you purchase it, I think they give me a small percentage of it or something.
they? How sad's this?
This book.
All together now.
Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Thumbnail, James. Oh, wait.
No, Scott, you just disappeared. Look, you just ruined it.
So your book just disappears because of your background.
We good? Okay. All right.
But yeah, other than that, we're going to go around the table, get people to introduce themselves, and then we'll hand over to Scott, and he can crack the whip and kill us all, and then the grind can end. So
Maybe.
yeah, so we'll start with me because I'm important. I'm playing Timothy Green. He's a British nurse who works for the NHS probably, and that's about it. He's captured. Well, no, they're on the run, aren't they? We're currently on the run inside their facility. Bud?
I am playing a guy called Reggie Davis, who's a bit of a bum, bit of a grifter, bit of a chip on his shoulder. At times a coward, at other times a hero.
Mm-hmm. James?
Sorry, someone said something in chat. They've got an update available on. Anyway, Keith.
Hey guys, I am playing Wallace Cumley. I was the proud owner of a van that is no longer. This was kind of my expedition into Texas with my British cousin and their friends. That's turned into a spiraling out of control nightmare. So welcome to my nightmare. But as Wallace Cumley, I am a deputy sheriff, deputy in training. Just graduated the academy. This is my summer vacation before I kick work into high gear, but I don't think I'm going to survive. So, yeah. And other treats abound.
Maybe you should have used your gun a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing Mary Coupland. She is a photographer. Has not taken as many pictures as she would have liked to. She has obviously been kind of tied up for some time now. She's been very good at spotting hazards while on the road, but sadly we're no longer on the road, and I don't think things are going too well for her right now.
That's putting it mildly.
Mr. Pookie?
Hi, I'm playing Jack Borrow, who is Wallace's British cousin, and friends with everyone else. And basically, he's the reason why everyone sort of like came across to the States and is in holiday. And it's turned out to be a holiday from hell, or in hell, depending upon your point of view. He is not captured. He is sat in the passenger seat of the car currently being driven by his friend, Reg. And he is scared and hoping he'll get out because eventually this will make some great fodder for some story writing he actually wants to do.
Cool. The day my friends died, all of them, bar one. And then last but not least, Mr. Scott.
Well, oh, that's right. We got Sue. Okay. Yeah. Hello. I am Scott. I am the keeper for Highway of Blood, and I am here today to do my best to pretend like I know the Call of Cthulhu rules, even can't pronounce it, and make our way through this wonderful scenario. Like James said earlier, I can't recommend this enough. If you're looking for a different flavor in Call of Cthulhu outside of the standard 1920s, and you're a fan of the 70s grindhouse, this is the game for you. But here we are. You know, we've got several young people who are in dire straits. As we
Before we go on,
Yep.
Keith, can you eat your cherry, please? I want to see you eat the cherry.
Oh, well, we should set this up. You know, give a little bit of
this is
context
set
to
up?
it.
All
Well, I
right,
mean-
Scott,
Set me up.
Set up, Skip.
Oh, okay. Well,
We have an explanation of this because I'm kind of,
yeah.
I don't really know what's going on. I
So-
mean,
so-
in life in general, I don't. But
Yeah. All I know is that Keith is about to pop his cherry, and I'm just not thinking this is going to get broadcast on YouTube.
Right. So we just got stricken with adults only at this moment in
Yeah.
time. But
So,
no,
we're
Keith-
not
Keith is-
sponsored.
right. Keith is on a bit of a vacation now from work, and this is, I believe, your first official day off.
Yes.
And he was gifted a jar of moonshine, which is being flavored with maraschino cherry.
cherries.
So that means there's a bite of moonshiny goodness in every
bite.
cherry. So he's every time someone here who is from the UK uses the term "right" as some sort of
Piss off.
punctuation.
Oh, right.
Pookie's gonna kill me. All right, here we go.
Yeah, he's got to eat a cherry. Every £10 donated to the channel, Keith will eat a cherry. There we go.
Oh, that's right.
Holy Jesus,
There we go. See, and you'll get that reaction every time.
my nose is on fire.
Keith,
So, Keith,
I'll give you £5 of it. Yeah.
yeah. So Keith, that
Yeah,
was good, right?
that actually was pretty good.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
So-
death by moonshine cherries
so,
is not the
as
way
I
to
said,
go, is it?
£10, and I'll split the profits with Keith.
I'm gonna need it for a coffin.
Every
Oh,
£10.
boy.
Or subscription.
Oh,
Okay,
all right. So
let's play.
So-
Who's gonna die first, me or Wallace Cumley?
So, before I get into the game, one of the things I just want to give a little shout out to is Matt. Matt, if you've been watching this session at all, we have a little extra soundbite during the game where Matt does the voice of the DJ, and we play some music alongside the session per the recommendation of the book. And Matt's been very gracious to provide recordings for this DJ that we've been playing. Unfortunately, we probably won't have anything updated because currently right now Matt is recovering from COVID. He is doing good though. He is pretty much back on the mend. So if he's watching, hello Matt. Hope you're doing better. But he had a rough day there for a moment, but no, he's doing good. So just want to point that out and let him know that we appreciate what he's done towards the enjoyment of the game. So, but
Can I just quickly interject there
Yep.
as well? Now, if there is any other radio things that have to be played because of Twitch recommendation of not playing any music, what
Right.
I will do is I will ask Scott to post the link to the actual what the track into the Twitch chat, and then you guys can click on it in Twitch chat and listen to it. And what I'll do is I'll just sit here in silence while everyone else listens to it, and then what we'll do in post is I'll add it to the YouTube video as a separate, add it into it, if you know what I mean. 'Cause you can
It's
do that
also
sort of
worth
thing.
mentioning that when I review it, in the description of my review, I'm going to put a link to all of the files. Scott sent me the files, so you'll be able to download them yourself and use them in your game if you buy it and run it.
Yep, they are
Because they are
excellent.
outstanding. They really are.
Excuse me. So, with that, when we last left our group here, they have been split. The party has been split. There was a situation that occurred where 3 of our young adults were captured by the Dustbillies, and 2, through a sheer amount of luck and the occasional decent die roll that occurs in Roll20, they were able to drive off in a stolen vehicle, trying to make their way back to the city that they came from to see if they can try to get some help, I believe, but we'll let them, let us know how that goes. So where should we start? Should we start with the 3 who are currently in the compound of the Dustbillies after they've kind of made a semi-planned escape? Or should we go with Reg and Jack as they are currently driving down the highway arguing at each other?
I think, to be honest, the last time we played, you ended with us.
Right. Yes. So
it's probably worth carrying on with the other guys.
Perfect. So
I thought we ended with us.
No, I think we ended with Bud and Pookie driving down the road. So
I ran the guys over and backed over them.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Right.
Not quite into the sunset, but
Right. As best that it goes. So Wallace, Mary, and Timothy, if you recall, you were currently hiding in what was described as a 3-door roll-up garage. You were going in there to try to see if you could find some sort of vehicle to escape the compound. Unfortunately, when you went inside, there were no vehicles to currently located in there, as most of them are probably still out looking for the other 2. And you were hearing the crunching of the sand and the gravel and footsteps heading your way towards the garage. And if I recall correctly, one of you realized that you left the roll-up garage door open and had shut it, hopefully just in time. So we'll go ahead and zoom into you 3 as you're inside this large 3-car garage, and let me know what you would like to do. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and move you over to the general outline map just to give you an idea of where you are. Okay. So the token that I have in the black there, that's the area in the garage where you are located. And the token I have outside is just where the sound is coming from. You really can't identify anything, but this is where the direction that you're hearing the crunching of the gravel, the boots, and the occasional kind of muffled shout of, who your pursuers.
In the last session, we did identify that there were no doors, windows, or ways to exit these garage bays to the outside of the compound, right?
Correct. Yeah, there's 3 roll-up garage doors located, along the indentation here of the building. There were 3 windows here of a room that's located to the north. Looks like maybe a storage room or an office. But it's the general layout of a standard garage or auto facility with the 3 excuse me, with the 3 lifts, with the small area underneath that would allow you to work on the car. A variety of tools inside. It smells of oil and gasoline in there, and the garage is currently empty. So, but there's also the room here to the north.
I thought this was a room down here as
well.
well. I thought that was like an office or something down here.
In the down here at the farther end here. Yeah. No, that's part of it. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a
yes, it is an office, or yes, it isn't an office.
No. There's a single door down here which leads to what was labeled as storage.
Right.
And then this is the area where it was more open and you were able to see inside of it.
I'm gonna look to Wallace then. I'm gonna be like panicky looking to Wallace because I think we grabbed some weapons, didn't we? We grabbed some tools to use as weapons.
Well, there's a variety of tools in here. So I mean, it's pretty much everything that you would imagine would be in here. So I mean, if you wanted to grab a crowbar, a tire iron, or anything such as that.
Yeah, I want to grab a tire iron. Kind of under my breath, under Wallace's breath, he'd be like, grab a tool, grab a weapon, and hide. For God's sakes, hide.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just give you another brief description of the room, just so you kind of have a clear idea of what's inside of here. So inside the garage are 3 repair pits, which are about 18 feet long, 14 feet wide. The pits themselves are about 5 feet deep. The northern area, which has this kind of workshop office, you see inside there's a variety of more electrical tools, such as bandsaws, drill presses, and whatnot. And then against the back area too is a set of a variety of toolkits, tool chests, and then down at the southern room is the southern wall that has the word storage stenciled into it.
I'm gonna point at the room at the far end, like down here, Keith, and go. We could hide in there.
Go.
Going.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a wrench or something first.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, so I assume you're going to be trying to do it stealthily, trying to keep quiet as you're moving down to this section. So,
yeah,
I'm going to try. I mean,
yeah.
I think we're all going to try as best we can.
Okay. All right, so.
And I'll grab something like, I don't know, some sort of tool of some sort with lots of weight and
you want a nice hammer.
Yeah, I'll take a sledgehammer or something. No.
Okay.
Just a hammer. Sledgehammer may be too heavy.
Fantastic. Okay. So you can hear the rolling of the metal garage door as it's lifted up, coming from the storage area that you're hiding in. You hear a voice of one of the a voice you don't recognize, but of one of the dustbillies who shouts out, "Hey, Cooter! Hey, Cooter!" And then you hear a kind of a muffled voice coming from the other side of the garage, probably from the area of the workshop. You hear what? Yeah, what? Yeah. And then the voice previously spoke said, "Hey, Cooter, we have a situation here. We've got some sacrifices that seem to have escaped. Have you seen them at all?" And he goes, "No. I've been in here the whole time." And then you hear another voice go, "Oh, bullshit, Cooter, you've been asleep on that sofa all day long, haven't you?" And you hear, Well, maybe I have. He's like, and then you hear, the same voice go, "Well, tell you what, if you happen to see them, you better give a shout and let us know, because it's not going to be good for any of us if they happen to get away, but they've got to be here somewhere." And then the voice that you hear, who's identified himself as Cooter, goes, "All right, sure, no problem." And you hear the crunching of the gravel as the garage door rolls down, and that's it.
What's in this storage room?
inside the storage room, you'll see it's a variety of just cans of probably oil and other things that's storing it, probably used oil, and not much else in here. But it looks like just a general discard room where they just throw a variety of just junk and other liquids, motor oil, transmission oil, gasoline, and whatnot.
I'm going to turn to Keith and Wallace and Mary and go, maybe when we have a chance to escape, maybe we could set a fire as a distraction. Because all this stuff is flammable, right?
Every bit of it. And I grab like a gas can and just give it a gentle little shake and feel that there's some gas in it. So, yeah. I mean, once the oil's lit, it'll stay lit.
Just need to make sure we're well out of it.
Yeah. Thing is, we got to get out of here though. And I will kind of like the door to the storage room. Is it like open like a traditional door? Or is it more of like a sliding door?
It's like a tradition. It's a traditional door.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like open and
before
close.
he opens it, I'm gonna use some of the oil on the hinges so it doesn't creak as he opens it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just pop it open just a sliver. Actually, you know what? I'll drop to the ground and try to look out underneath before I open the door.
Okay.
I want to see if Cooter, was that his name, Cooter?
Mm-hmm.
If Cooter's wandering around the garage bays or if he's gone back to napping.
Okay. All right. So from this level, because the door's here at this far end, and the voice was coming from the northern side of the room. There's just a lot of just material, the various the various bays, the various repair pits and whatnot. From what you can see, you don't really see a lot of movement, but you can hear a shuffling, somebody moving around every once in a while, just kind of like something kind of just movement, and it stops, a movement, and then it stops. But you can't really pinpoint anything just because of everything that's in your way.
Does it sound like it's moving closer?
No, it just sounds like it's just kind of almost like pacing around the shuffling of feet, almost like it's dragging, not steps, just kind of like, he's kind of moving it slowly across the room.
Right. Okay. Is there, actually I'll turn to Mary.
Mm-hmm.
and James, what's your character's name again? Timmy. I'll turn to Timmy. You guys, I know it's dark in here, but can you see if there's any way to get out of here? Small window, door, something?
Out of this cupboard or generally?
Just out of this storeroom.
What are the walls made of?
The walls are made of cinder block.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, to the best of your knowledge, there's the 3 doors here. And then there's windows you remember seeing as you were running, but these windows were barred from the outside.
Yeah.
Now, there could be something up here, but you didn't have a moment to really give it a good look or explore the room before you had to hide.
That's probably where Cooter was sleeping. Well, we got a couple of choices. We can try to wait him out till he goes back to sleep and then slip out of here. And hopefully, undetected, we can try to just rush him, beat the shit out of him. At this point, kill him. I don't give a damn. And try to get the hell out of here. Or we wait for one of those cars to come back. Lay low and wait for a car to come back.
And what we really need is to actually get out of the whole complex, don't we?
Yeah.
And it would really help if we had a car at that point, because we still need to get out of this horrible place.
Hell yeah. But eventually they're going to come looking for us. So the longer we wait, the harder it's going to be for us.
I'm going to say, but they might think we've actually left the compound.
That's a possibility. And that's my hope. But, that is yet to be decided. I'm inclined to wait out a little while.
Yeah, if we can at least wait till that guy's gone back to sleep. Let's have a look round properly.
While you're having this conversation, you hear the crackling of a radio, like a CB or a walkie-talkie come to life. And you hear of a stern voice from the other side, one that you don't recognize. You haven't heard this voice before, but what you hear is Cooter, this is Austin. Answer. And then you hear this shuffling just suddenly get quick, and you hear a couple things fall, like something falling to the ground, and you hear as if he's stumbling with something, and then you hear him reply, yes sir, it's Cooter. What do you need? And he goes, I'm sure you already know we've got people loose in the compound. Do not lay down and nap like you usually do. We know you do it, but this is important. You need to keep an eye on things in there. And if you see anything, you notify me on the radio ASAP. And then he goes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No problem, Mr. Austin. And then you hear the radio go silent.
That doesn't bode well for us.
It's looking like we might have to rush him after all.
I think so.
Can we,
Tim?
I'm going to say, can you see if the garage doors are open from this point, from where we are?
And I'll drop back down to the floor and look out, but specifically trying to angle my view towards the garage doors.
Yeah, I'll say you can see that from that angle, and currently all of the sliders are closed.
Okay, well, I mean, with them closed, it would probably be the opportune time to take him out. As long as he's not facing us.
As long as he's not near that damn radio.
Well, if we can get that radio, we might be able to use that to our advantage.
What if we try to do some kind of small distraction to draw him towards this side of the garage, and then we rush him?
No, the problem with that though is he might report it straight away. He might draw more people.
I think he's dumb as a box of rocks.
Well, they're probably all dumb as box of rocks, but
Well,
Might be
all right.
dumb enough to blindly follow instructions.
What's the? I'm going to look at the shelving in here.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
It's wooden shelves. It's really just looks like it's
are they like
even this.
Are they like freestanding shelves? Like they support their own weight, or are they bolted against? Like, is it shelving against drilled into the wall?
It pretty much you would expect it to be both. Just kind of like whatever they have on hand. This is what they're using to store this. So there would be like an old bookshelf. There would be some mounted shelves in here.
Cinder blocks and plywood, or cinder blocks and board.
Right. Even a metal shelf with or a metal shelf unit with wooden shelves in between. So it's just a mishmash of just a discarded storage room of an auto shop, which is just just everything and anything in here.
Well, I think we need some kind of distraction. He needs to be away from that radio.
So maybe a fire?
Yeah, but we're in here.
Didn't say it was
That's
a good plan.
well, I mean, it's a plan.
I mean, that's like trying to set fire to a ship that you're on.
I mean, maybe we could find a small can or something, set that on fire, and then throw it out of the storage room. Because then he'll be focused on the burning can instead of us.
Yeah, could do.
I look around for a
Are you
glass
any good-
bottle.
Are you any good at throwing though? Can you? How well can you throw? Are you good at rounders?
I'll just check.
I got a 20. But I start looking for a glass bottle of some sort. I don't care if it's a mason jar or a Coke bottle or something to that effect.
Because to tell you the
No,
honest
I'm not
truth,
very good at throwing.
to tell you the honest truth, Mary, I'm absolutely abysmal at throwing as well.
I think I did swimming at school instead of rounders.
Are you sure? I thought I put 40% in rounders on your sheet.
No, you gave me 90% additional skill number 3, so I'm going to call that throw rounders.
Yeah. Okay.
No, actually, what I'm thinking is since it's actually not a skill, and I don't think it's technically rolling or throwing is rolling. Like if I can make a Molotov cocktail and get it lit, and then open the door just enough to roll it towards one of the pits, that closest pit, so it drops in and. Because there's going to be enough grease and oil in that pit, it'll go up too, and draw his attention. Then we can bum rush him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're pretty close to one of the pits.
Right. And the pits are about 5 feet deep.
Right.
I
So that drop will break a glass
My
bottle.
my favourite thing, my favourite suggestion there, Keith, is you're suggesting about succeeding at a roll.
Yeah, because Roll20 just fucking hates me.
So
Hates us.
Okay, it hates all of us.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a general idea of where. So the door is over here, right? Where I'm pinging. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and write it on here. Go freehand. All right. So the door is right here. The first pit, the pits are aligned with the garage doors.
Right.
So it's not going to be it's not going to require you to do a roll if you're going to open the door and you're just going to like roll something into the first pit. Yeah. So what is it that you're going to be rolling though one more time?
My goal is if I can find a glass jar or bottle is to make a Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
I will rip my damn shirt to make the wick. I don't care. We've got gas and oil.
Okay.
I was going to offer my sleeves. They're huge.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll say that I mean, there's pretty much everything you need in here to do something like that. So it's not going to require a roll. So go ahead. We're going to go ahead and fabricate you're going to get some used oil or gasoline in here, and you're going to light it, and you're just going to roll it and have it shatter in the.
That's the goal. Yeah, I'm going to roll. So once it drops down into the 5 feet into the pit, once it hits the bottom, it's going to shatter, and hopefully any of the oils that are down there, because I'm guessing it's nasty.
Before he does that, can I check
Mm-hmm.
to see how many shots are in this shotgun?
The beanbag shotgun that you took? You unloaded that last time.
So it's just 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you pick up the beanbags? I don't think you did. You took off running. No. Okay. So, but I mean,
it
still
makes a good baseball bat club.
Yeah. No. I got a fresh. Did I not pick up a fresh one? Because if you remember, I switched it over.
I think you might have. I think you have. You may have one. Yeah. So we'll say that you have.
I said.
Yeah.
I still got. I've got one of these left.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So okay. So
I mean, I could try and sneak up and just shoot him at point blank range.
Or we can distract them. Sorry, go ahead, Sue.
Yeah, if we do the fire thing first, it'll get him closer, so you've got a better chance of hitting him.
But I'm just really worried about him, like, as soon as he sees the fire, radioing through that he's got a fire in.
Yeah,
here.
but he'll only be radioing that he's got a fire, not that he's found us.
Yeah, but that's going to be almighty suspicious, right? That's going to attract moths to a flame, right?
Well, not necessarily. Things like this might catch fire a lot.
I don't
know
think.
nothing
I
about
think
cars.
I think this is going to be. I think this is a bad idea.
Okay, so what's the plan? So you're going to open it up and
This
roll
is
it in
so-
there.
It's so fucking hard.
I mean,
I want to go with the setting things on fire plan.
okay. And do we have that? Is it unanimous?
I say yes, and if he comes towards us, then you come out. When we rush him, you come out and you fire that shotgun point blank in his center mass. Hey, and if you're lucky, you can knock him into the pit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, question: what are you lighting it with?
I'll give him a lighter.
Okay. So you Timothy smokes.
No, but he is a nurse, so you may have a lighter on to purify stuff. No, is it called purify? You know where you put it in the blue flame,
Oh,
like a
sterilise.
needle. Huh?
Sterilise.
Sterilize.
Yes, for sterilising shit.
This is where Reg would come in handy right now. So
Yeah.
But
Reg, we need you, buddy.
I'd
Well, I think
argue
Reg lost his lighter though.
I would
But all
argue-
right. Yeah. We'll go with that for a moment. We'll
makes
give you
logical
the
sense,
lighter.
does it not?
What's that?
It makes logical sense.
Well, okay. Yeah. It's the 70s. Everyone smokes. So we'll
Exactly.
throw that
It's
one
good
out
for
too.
you. Well, in
There is
in this-
that too.
In this decade,
Okay.
everyone, it's good for you, right?
So it's all those vitamins. So Keith, go ahead and tell me what you do then. You're going to essentially make it happen. So you're going to open the door, you're going to roll it, you're going to light it and roll it into the car bay.
Yep. So I'm gonna light it. I'm gonna open up the door. I'm gonna just enough to do the roll. I'm gonna roll it, and it's gonna go. And it's gonna have that glass on metal or glass on the cement sound. So hopefully that's gonna draw his attention.
Right.
Assuming he's across, I roll it with some oomph. So it gets to the pit before he can.
Okay.
So once it drops, my hope is it shatters.
Yep.
The flaming gas and oil mix then spreads in other oils and greases. If the flame, if it's hot enough, we'll catch it. If nothing else, it'll at least start to smoke.
Right.
And then give us a chance to then bum rush out the door where Tim can come with that shotgun, with the beanbag shotgun, and hopefully get him before he can make any radio call.
Okay. So that's essentially what happens. The jar rolls across. You hear the shattering of the glass. You don't really see any smoke as of yet, but you can kind of hear, something brewing down there. It's 5 feet down, so you can't really see. But it's the echo of the glass as you hear hey, hello, hello. And you hear the shuffling of his feet again as it's coming closer to the to where your area is. And after you roll it, what are you doing? Are you let me know what you're doing after you rolled it and send it out, because I assume you're at the doorway.
Yeah. I assume Tim's kind of like standing next to me with that shotgun ready to go.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess I'm standing to the side of the door, right, just to come round.
Right.
Okay.
And Mary's probably standing behind us ready.
Yeah.
And
Got my wrench, keeping very quiet.
Okay.
I think once he gets within what I think is a reasonable distance,
Yep.
and I see him coming, I'll be like, all right, 3, 2, 1, and I'll throw the door open. And we've kind of already worked out the plan where I'm going to kind of go out and out of Tim's way so Tim can come straight out with the shotgun and try to hit him and take him down.
Okay. So you see him come into view, and he's looking around, and you can kind of see that he's not even looking at the repair bay. He's just kind of looking around, and as he gets into view, you do see that he has, in one hand he's got the walkie-talkie, and in the other he's got just what looks to be like some sort of wooden.
It wasn't a base station. God damn it.
So just like a piece of wood, just like, a club kind of thing. And he's just kind of, he's looking around. He's just like, what? Huh? And then he's kind of shuffling closer to the opposite end of the car bay. So he's going to be about, right here. So is that when you all going to leap out?
I mean, that's point blank range. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So it didn't keep it from the last turn. So dexterity. Who's got the highest dexterity here?
Right. I have a weapon drawn.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which gives me plus 50 to the initiative, correct?
Okay. So essentially you're going to be able to react first.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure. So James, Keith, you're going to open the door. James, you're going to go ahead and take a shot. Yeah. So, and so go ahead. I'm going to need a roll, but this is going to be with because he's totally clueless. So this will be at an advantage.
Okay. I think point blank also gives, point blank I think is advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, here we go. How do I roll with advantage? How do I roll with advantage?
So
yeah, if the sheet's still broken, but yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just roll this. I just do the. Okay, I'm just.
I think if you just roll the Oh, that's right. It is broken.
Okay, if I roll a d10.
Yep.
Right, that's 46.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Which
So
is a hit, I think.
that hits. Yep.
For 11 damage.
Right. So you burst out, and go ahead. Tell me what you do, because you are going to essentially knock him out. This old frail man.
I step out with a shotgun, like I fire the beanbag. It hits him in the stomach. He like it knocks the wind out of him, and he like falls down the pit.
Right. Okay. So
Dropping the mic, dropping the radio as well. Dropping the radio on the side.
The radio and the club just falls to his side as he kind of leans, takes a step forward. You see his eyes kind of go in the back of his head, and he falls headfirst into the pit.
Yeah. And there's a the Wilhelm scream as well.
Good.
So, all right. So, what do you do? Let me know what you do at this instance, and then I think at this moment we'll move to Bud and Pookie. So he's down in the pit. What do you guys do next?
Is he on fire?
What's that? No, to be perfectly honest, there's probably a small grease fire down there. It's not a raging fire or anything like that. The pits themselves are relatively clean. There's also a drainage area down in there, so some of the liquid would be going down there. But there'll be a bit of flames, but it's not you're not sacrificing him to the fire god in that pit. But yeah,
yet.
so yeah, not yet. So so what do you do? What do you guys do next? So
What's the roof made of?
Tin. It's a tin roof. It's like a rusted tin roof. Like the B-52 song. Sorry.
I hope it's not Love Shack.
I love Love Shack.
But yeah, it's very high up. But the roof is made of corrugated tin.
Okay. All right.
I'll come, now that he's gone out, he's fired, I've come out behind him.
Mm-hmm.
The radio's dropped. Grab the radio, and I'll start working my way up.
I'll tell Sue to grab the radio. I'm going to grab the beanbag and push it back in, like figure out how to put it back in
there you go.
Back in the shotgun.
Yeah, I'll take the radio.
Okay.
And there's
I'm gonna be like, Wallace. You should have taken the radio. You're a policeman. You use them all the time, right? You'd know if you could like.
You don't sound like a British person when you talk.
Well, bloody hell! You're right. I don't. Give me that thing. Snatch
What
the
was that an
radio.
impression of there?
That was my impression of James.
Has
I couldn't tell the difference. That was amazing.
Yes. My voice acting lessons are paying off.
That was good old British sarcasm there, wasn't it?
I know, right?
Son of a bitch.
That's another cherry.
yeah, you got a cherry now.
So to clarify, bay door, and then room,
3 windows, right?
door, and yeah, these are the windows that you saw when you were running down.
Yeah, we need to look in that room next, keeping low to the ground so that people don't see us through the windows.
Excellent. So,
Yeah, I think that'll be our plan
right.
as you switch scenes.
I'm going to do one more thing. As you're heading towards the northern part of the room, and you're heading towards this kind of what would be considered an office area. Can each one of you give me a spot hidden roll?
Oh God.
You cannot. Wow.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, apparently James and I are both rolling the same, and we all like 6s tonight. Apparently,
Roll 20.
I hate you. Roll 20.
All right, so excellent. So you guys are making your way towards this office, and then now we're going to move on to both Reg and Jack.
Shall we go for a break? And when we
Yes.
come back, you jump to Bud and Pookie.
Perfect.
All right, we'll be back shortly, so don't touch that dial.